Hello, sir.
Hello, dear children.
When are we? What are we gonna do today, sir?
I'll tell you. Just a moment.
Sir, we are going to continue the worksheet, right?
Today, children, we'll be continuing with the worksheet in the next class. So before we continue with the worksheet, we'll have to learn a couple of things. Hence I'm starting with the linear equations first. Okay.
Sir, can you
Yes.
talk a little louder?
So I assume my voice is low. I don't know why is it low. Let me just check. Give me
Sir,
a
I
minute.
can hear others' voices at 100 sound, but your voice, it's very less.
Yes, sir. Same here, sir.
How's the voice now? Still low? Wait.
Yes, sir,
Sir,
still low.
still very low, sir.
Okay. Hmm. What now? Now, how is it now?
Sir, little better.
Just a minute. I'll disconnect the earphones and reconnect again. Just a minute.
Yes, sir.
Okay, how about now? Is it still the same?
It's better, sir. It's way better. We can
That is
hear you.
good. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay, that's great. So, today we are going to start with the linear equations. Basically, okay, I'll see. Basically, a statement that the two expressions are equal is called as an equation. Okay. Yes, Rishik, what's your query?
You haven't solved all of the questions from the worksheet.
No. Uh, I have paused that worksheet. So I will be continuing with some concepts and then I will be resuming the worksheet back later.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. So basically, any statement where you see two expressions and an equal sign, we call that thing as an equation. Okay. So there should be an equal sign. There should be something on the left hand side, something on the right hand side. We call it as an equation. To solve an equation means to find x. So generally we need, see if you see something like this, let's say 2 is equal to 2, you are not going to do anything. There is nothing to solve. But when you see something like this, x plus 2 is equal to 5 or something like this, basically you understand that you are going to find the value of x. So to solve an equation means you have to find the value of x. This letter x is called as a variable. Okay. Why we call it as a variable? Because see, the value of 2 is fixed. The value of 5 is fixed. But the value of x is never fixed. We can use x anywhere and it can have any value. So we have to find that value. Hence we call it as an call it as a variable. Or we can also call it as an unknown. Because it is not known to us right now. We have to find it. So when the highest power of x is 1, the highest power of x is x means, for example, in this case, when you see an equation something like this, x square plus 2x plus 3 is equal to 0, something like this. 2, that is also power of x. Here, 1 is the power of x. So the highest power of x is 2. Whereas when you see some equations like this, x plus 10 is equal to 5 or something like this, x raised to 1. So 1 is the highest power of x. Now, when the highest power of x is 1, like for example, these equations, we call those equations as, then the equation is said to be on the first order. We call it as first order. First order, first, why first? Because the maximum power is 1. So this will be called as second order and so on. So such kind of equations where you have only the maximum power of x is 1 or it is the first order equation, such equations are called as linear equations. Just a minute. Yatharth, I'm muting you because I think you're speaking in the background.
Sorry, sir.
No problem. And generally, such kind of linear equations means those equations which have a maximum power to be 1. For example, x minus 5 is equal to 2, x plus 10 is equal to 2, or something like that. So such equations are called as linear equations. So this is a linear equation, this is a linear equation, this is a linear equation. Generally, any linear equation will have only one solution because there is only one power of x. Hence, we say that it has only one solution. Now, Prithvi Gandhi, what's your query?
Sir, since I joined a bit late, I just want to ask, did you finish with the worksheets?
No, I did not finish. I have taken a break from the worksheet because I wish to convey few other concepts to you and then I will be continuing with the worksheet. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. Solve the linear equation with one variable. Let's understand how to solve linear equations with one variable. Now, there are certain rules which we use to solve linear equation. The first one is adding the same number to both sides of the equation. For example, if you have x minus 5 is equal to 2 or something like this. Now, your target is to find the value of x. Now, in order to find the value of x, you will have to eliminate the value of, eliminate anything else, which whatever is there. So, since you already have x minus 5 on the left hand side, what you will do? You'll add plus 5 because you know that minus 5 and plus 5 gets cancelled with each other. Now, mathematic definitely allows us to do any calculation, but the only condition is whatever you're doing, whatever you're adding on the left hand side, you will have to add the same value on the right hand side as well. Now, since you have added plus 5 on the left hand side, you will have to add plus 5 on the right hand side also. So that this cancels plus and minus 5 on the left hand side, leaving x on the left hand side. And on the right hand side, you'll be left with 7. So that gives you x equal to 7. This is how you find the answer. So this is the first rule to solve linear equation. You can add any number on the equation, but whatever you're adding on the left hand side, you will have to add on the right hand side also. Similarly, like how you can add, similarly, you can subtract also. You can subtract same number on both sides. Similarly, you can multiply same number on both sides. Or see, in multiplication there are actually two options. Let's say x upon 2 is equal to 5 or something like this. Now there are two options. Either you can multiply on both sides, like how you multiplied it over here. Similarly, you multiply it over here. So this is one option. Okay. So you multiply on the left as well as on the right. So this is one option. Another option is what? You can multiply on the numerator as well as on the denominator. So either or. Why? Because what? Because I have already taught you this concept that whatever is there on the right hand side, when you bring it to the left hand side, the multiplication becomes division. It automatically comes to the denominator, and vice versa. Whatever is there in the denominator, when you take it to the other side, it automatically goes to the numerator. So hence, this and this both are one and the same. So either you multiply on left and right, or you multiply up and down. You cannot do both. Only one you can do. Now, similarly, like how you can multiply on both sides, you can also divide on both sides. And at the same time, you can divide in the numerator as well as denominator. Now, while dividing, there is only one condition. Whatever number you are dividing, obviously that should be same. The same condition is applicable for all four rules. But there is one extra condition in case of division, that the divide, whatever number you are going to divide, it should not be equal to 0. Why? Because I've already discussed this topic with you. Any number divided by 0, we generally don't deal with at your level. At your level, teachers might have told you that it is not defined, but technically speaking, it is defined, but it is equal to infinite. It doesn't have a fixed value. It has an infinite value. Hence, hence we don't divide any number. We don't divide 0 to any number. Okay. Now, we have to apply these set of rules in such a way that the variable remains on one side of the equation. In other words, when a positive number goes to the other side of the equal sign, it becomes negative and vice versa. This I've already told you. So whenever you have plus 5 on the left hand side, when you take it to the other side, it automatically it gets removed from here. It becomes minus 5 over here. So for any term, either you can write plus 5 on the left hand side or minus 5 on the right hand side, and vice versa. Okay. Similarly, multiplication becomes division and division becomes multiplication. Like over here, if on the left hand side it was multiplied by 5, when you take it to the right hand side, it becomes divided by 5. Okay. Now let's deal with a couple of solved examples. The first question, 3 multiplied by x minus 3 is equal to 5 into 2x plus 1. Now, this is your equation. How to solve them? So ultimately, your target is to isolate x. So first of all, you will have to free the x's from the brackets. Right now, they are inside the bracket. Let's free them. So when I'll open the bracket, 3 goes to both the terms. It becomes 3x minus 9. 5 goes to both the terms. It becomes 10x plus 5. Okay. Now, this is my first step is done. Now, my second step is to basically bring all the x's together. So what I'll do, I'll take this 10 to this side. Since it was positive, on coming to the left hand side, it becomes negative, as you can see over here. Meanwhile, I will have to eliminate the non-exponent quantities, that is numbers basically, to the other side. When I take minus 9 to the other side, it becomes plus 9, as you can see over here. So on the left hand side, as you can see, it's 3 minus 10. 3x minus 10x is basically minus 7x. And 5 plus 9 is basically 14. So, as I've already told you in the In which chapter I don't remember. In some chapter I've told you that whenever you see, like in this case, as you can see, minus 7x is equal to 14. You can take this, you can transfer this minus sign from left hand side to right hand side or from numerator to denominator. You can freely transfer this anywhere. So if you are removing the negative sign from here, the left hand side will become negative and the right hand side will become, uh, sorry, the left hand side will become positive and the right hand side will become negative. Just a minute. So uh, right now you have 7x is equal to minus 14. Now, since the 7 is in multiplication with x, when you take it to the other side, it becomes division. Minus 14 divided by 7 gives you minus 2. So this is how you solve any particular equation. Okay. Since it was the first question, I just explained it very in detail. Not for all the questions, I will have to explain in so like this detail. I believe the first question was clear for everyone.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Sir, I joined just now. So, sir, what are we doing?
We are dealing with the seventh chapter, that is linear equations. I did not complete the indices ka chapter because, sorry, not indices.
Algebra, identities.
Yes, identities chapter I did not complete because I want to cover a couple of concepts before I complete that worksheet, and hence I've started with the next chapter.
So, sir, we have not completed with that worksheet.
No, 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 no.
Okay,
जितना
sir.
last time किया है उतना ही हुआ. Okay.
Okay, sir. Yes,
Yeah.
thank you, sir.
Now this is another type of expression where you have this is a number without fraction. This is a number or expression with fraction. Okay. Now first of all you'll have to you know you'll have to make everyone common. Okay. So before I make common, what I'm going to do, I'm anyway going to make them common. So what I'm going to do, I'll take x, all the x's together. So this is a term which has a negative sign. I'll take it to the left hand side. It becomes positive. Okay, as you can see, it became positive. Now the next step is what? I'm going to take LCM so that everyone will be having common denominator. Right now they are having different denominators. So after taking LCM, what I'll be having? I'll be having common denominators to them. Technically speaking, this should have been 6 and this should have been 3, 2. I hope bringing common denominators is known to you guys. I don't think you should be having a problem. Basically, what did we do? I'll just explain the first one. What did we do? We multiplied 6 in the numerator as well as denominator for the first term. We multiplied 3 in the numerator as well as denominator for the second one. We multiplied 2 in the numerator as well as denominator in the third one. So what happened? All the terms had 6 in the denominator and sorry, and 6, 3, 2 respectively in the numerator. Okay. So this is one method where you can take LCM and find bring a common denominator. Now this is one method. Okay. Another method is what? Another method is what they've done over here. What they've done is basically you take LCM of all three numbers, that is 1, 2, and 3. The LCM is 6. Whatever is the LCM, you multiply 6 on both sides. You multiply it on the left hand side as well as on the right hand side. So when you are multiplying on the left hand side, you'll be multiplying for for all the numbers. Okay. So when you open the bracket, 6 goes to everyone. So hence this is also having 6, this is also having 6, this is also having 6. And the right hand side is also having 6. Now, when you cancel this, you'll get 3 in the numerator, the denominator becomes 1. When you cancel this, you'll get 2 in the numerator and the denominator becomes 1. So now you have 1 in the denominator. Basically, it's no more a fraction. It's just a normal number now. Now what you have to do is open the bracket, solve, you'll get all x's and bring all the x's together. The same thing which we did in the previous problem. Bring all the numbers together on the other side and ultimately isolate x so that you'll get the final answer. If in case there is any doubt in this question, please let me know. Yes, Nathan, tell me.
Sir, earlier you had cut that 1, 2, 3 in the denominator. So that was you were telling another method, right? By making the all the denominator is common?
Yes, yes, yes. That was a different method. Here they have done a different method. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Siddharth, tell me.
Sir, instead of doing such a long process, in the second step where they have given x upon 1 minus like x minus 1 upon 2 plus x minus 2 upon 3 equals to 1 upon 1, can't we directly do cross multiplication and find the value?
See, you can do cross multiplication only if the denominator is common for all the numbers in the left hand side. Then only you can take it to the other side. Okay. Now, unfortunately, in this step, this 2 is only for this particular expression, not for the other one. So, if you wish to do this cross multiplication, first of all, what you have to do is bring 2 over here also. So that 2 is a common denominator for both the terms on the left hand side. Same thing you have to do on the other side also. Bring 3 over here and then you cross multiply, then you solve further, then you will get the correct answer.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Naitik, tell me what's your query.
Sir, on page number 47, the first part, isn't it wrong?
Wait, let me just check. 6x, then you have minus, then you have 6 upon 2, 3, x minus 1, then you have plus 6 upon 3, 2, x minus 2 is equal to 6. No, it is correct.
Sir, but you multiplied 6 in the numerator. Then
Yep.
where did the denominator ka 1, 2, and 3 go? And how did you get minus 3 and plus
I'll
2
tell you. I'll tell you. Just a minute.
multiplication?
See, previously I had told you that this 6 and 2 they get cancelled with each other, and you'll be left with 3 in the numerator, and that is this 3. And over here, 6 divided by 3 becomes 2. And that is this 2. Okay?
Sir.
Yeah. Now, here is another example where you have, see, in this case, as you can see, there is a common denominator for the left hand side and common denominator for right hand side. Now, in this case, since they already have a common denominator, here we'll go for the cross multiplication. I'll take 11 this way and the other term this way. So when 11 comes to the left hand side, it becomes multiplication over here. And 11 multiplied by 2x plus 5 you get on the left hand side is equal to 3 multiplied by 3x plus 1 on the right hand side. Now the rest of the procedure is very simple. First you'll open the brackets and distribute them. Then what you'll do, you'll take all the x's together, all the numbers together on the other side. Then solve x, solve the number. Then you take 13 to the other side so that you'll get the fraction 52 divided by 13, you'll get 4. Is it clear so far?
Yes, sir.
Wonderful. Now, the next part is about forming an equation. The relation between known and unknown can be mathematically formulated as linear equation in one variable. This is called forming an equation. Like for example, uh, let's say over here we have an example. The sum of a number. Now I don't know what is that number. And 7 is 11. And you are supposed to find the number, whatever is the number over here. Now, first of all, every time you cannot say a number, a number, a number, a number. It will take a, matlab, if you'll write a number every time, it will definitely take a lot of time, right? So, in order to save time, we'll do a shortcut. Instead of saying a number, we will call it as x. In the first line, that only they have written. Let the number be x. So first, you assume that that thing is x. So this what we are supposed to find is basically x. Now, what they've said in the question, you just try to write it down and write it down mathematically. They've said sum. Sum means addition of what? Of x. The and 7. It means equals 11. So this is your equation. This thing is called as linear equation. First of all, this thing is called as equation. And why is it called as linear equation? Because the x which you have over here, the maximum power of x is 1. Hence, we call it as linear equation. Okay. Now, Uh, remaining, like how to find x, you know it very well because you take 7 to the other side and find x equal to 4. But the point is how to form an equation. That's what we are going to focus over here. Okay. Yeah. Now let's go for the second question. Just a minute. Huh. This is a man. There should be a man. A man is 25 years older than his son. After 10 years, father's age will be twice the age of son. So such kind of equations we can solve, such kind of problems we can solve by forming equations very easy. Okay, let's try to form an equation. So the first statement says, a man is 25 years older than his son. So let me say the present age of the son is X. If son is X year old, then this man who's that son's father will be 25 years older than the son. Hence, father's present age will be called as X plus 25. Now, after 10 years, father's age will be twice the age of his son. So, first of all, after 10 years, what will happen? The son's age will also increase by 10. Hence, I'll say son's age is X plus 10. Father's age, today it's X plus 25. After 10 years, it will be X plus 25 plus 10 because 10 years passed. And you know that 25 plus 10 is X plus 35. Now, they have said that after 10 years, this father's age, which is actually X plus 35, will be twice. Will be means equals. Twice means 2 times the age of his son. Son's age is what? X plus 10. So this is your equation, which they have already written over here. X plus 35 is equal to 2 multiplied by X plus 10. I believe this much is clear, how the equation was formed.
Yes, sir.
Wonderful. So once the equation is formed, you know how to solve it. Open the bracket, bring x's together, and then solve. So solving is a piece of cake for us now, not a big deal. Right now, as I've already said, we are focusing on forming the equations. Now, the denominator of a fraction is, the fourth question goes like this. The denominator of a fraction is greater than its numerator by 4. Just a minute. Yeah. If we subtract 1 from the numerator and add 5 to the denominator, we obtain the fractions equal to 12. Find the original fraction. So first of all, you will have to assign x to someone. You have the denominator and numerator. So I'll do one thing. I'll name numerator as x. We can name anyone as x. Okay.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah. Tell
It
me.
is not 12. It is 1 by 2 in my book.
Oh yeah, it makes sense actually. Here also it's 1 by 2. ठीक. So it's a printing mistake. Thank you. Yeah. So now numerator, I'm assuming numerator is x. So they have said that the denominator is greater than numerator by 4, which means numerator plus 4 gives you denominator. So the denominator will be x plus 4. Numerator is x, which means the fraction is what? X upon x plus 4. Now, in the second statement, they have said if we subtract 1 from the numerator, that means the new numerator will be x minus 1. X minus 1. And add 5 to the denominator. The denominator was already x plus 4. Now, when you add 5 to it, it will become x plus 9. This is the new fraction. Now, this fraction is equivalent to 1 by 2. Now, this new fraction, which is x minus 1 upon x plus 9, is equal to 1 upon 2. That's the data. This is how you have formed the equation. Any doubt till now? how we form the equation?
No, sir.
Wonderful. Once the equation is formed, it's a piece of cake for us. In this case, as you can see, it's a common denominator. It's a common denominator. Since it is a common denominator, we'll do cross multiplication. We'll take 2 to this side. It will become 2 multiplied by x minus 1. I'll take this to the other side. It will become 1 multiplied by x plus 9. Then I open the bracket, bring x's together, solve to find the x. That's it. So far, it's
Sir,
clear? Yeah, yeah, I'm listening.
sir, I have one doubt. Can you scroll a little bit up?
Yep, sure.
Yes, sir, enough, enough. You said that the denominators are equal, like x plus 9 equals to 2. That means you
No, no,
applied
no,
the
no.
logic that they have said that the fractions are equivalent. That's why we can cross multiply, right?
No, 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 no. I did not say the denominators are equal. I said the denominator is applicable for the whole numerator. Whole numerator. That is the condition for
Oh,
cross
okay.
multiplication. The denominator
Okay,
should
okay.
be common for the whole numerator. It should not be like this. 1 minus x minus 1 upon x plus 9 agar hota is equal to 1 by 2. Then I would not have done this cross multiplication. Understood?
Oh, okay, okay, sir.
Because
Got
this
it,
x
got it.
plus 9 is purely for this numerator, not for this numerator. This has a different numerator, denominator, sorry. So I can
Yes,
do
sir.
cross
Got it, got it.
multiplication only if x plus 9 is common for the entire numerator.
Oh,
Okay.
okay, okay, sir. Got it, got it.
Okay. Yeah. Hmm. Let's solve a couple of problems from exercise just to get acquainted with. So the first question goes like the 7 minus x is equal to x minus 1. So how do like what should we do first? Obviously, we need to take the x's together. So on any side you can take left side, right side, it doesn't matter. So in this case, since this is a positive x, this is negative x, I know that when I take it to the other side, it will become positive. So what I'm going to do, instead of taking it to the left hand side, I'm going to take everything to the right hand side. Okay. Because for equals, the left and right basically they have equal importance. Okay. Anyway, on the left hand side, I already had 7. When I take this minus 1 to the left hand side, it becomes plus 1. So on the right hand side, I have 2x. On the left hand side, I have 8. So the next step is what? Divide 2 with 8. Therefore, x is equal to 4. Or first I'll write 4 is equal to x, which is also equal to, it doesn't matter. I say 4 equal to x or x equal to 4. Basically, the value of x is what? 4 only. I hope I'm clear.
Yes, sir, you are very clear.
Wonderful. So, this one is also solvable, not a big deal. Okay, let's try this one. Question number 3. Let's try question number 3. So, okay, I'll do one thing. I'll give you a minute to solve. So if you try, then I'll solve for you.
Sir,
Yep,
sir, where can I obtain the previous worksheets? I'm not able to find it anywhere on the group.
you'll have to speak with Ajinkya sir for that.
We spoke, but it seems like he's not able to help.
Okay, I'll just have a word with him and back to you. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Sir, one more thing, we didn't receive worksheet for linear equations.
You need what? Worksheet for linear equations, you said, right?
Yeah, we didn't receive that.
Yeah, yeah, don't worry. That is not yet circulated. Okay. Okay.
Done, sir.
Wonderful, wonderful. So my first job is to take, as you know, uh, what I'll be doing, I'll take LCM of all three numbers and multiply them, or maybe make denominator common and cross multiply them, whichever sounds better. Okay, both sounds good. So I feel 36 is a number. Yeah, 36. 36 is LCM for everyone. So let me multiply 36 everywhere. So that gives me uh, here I'll get 36 I'll get over here, 4 I'll get over here, 9 I'll get over here. So when I multiply 6a plus 4, 6a minus 4a is 2a. On the left hand side, I'll have 2a. 6 into 5, 30. 30 minus 4. See, I'm solving directly, assuming that you have already done this. Okay, if you want me to solve, do you want me to solve this step by step?
No, sir.
Sir, why did you multiply by 6 only?
So I multiplied by 36 and then I cancelled it with 6 and hence I'm left with 6 over here. Here also I
And how
multiplied by
you got 2a?
36. 2a, how did I get? 6 into a minus 4 into a is 2 into a. Understood?
Okay, yes.
Here, 6 into 5, it's 30. Minus 4 into 1, it's 4. 30 minus 4 gives you 26. Is
Sir,
equal
why
to,
did you take only 36 and not any other number to multiply?
because it's the LCM of all three numbers.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, of 6, 9, and 4. Okay. Here, again, I multiplied with 36, cancelled with 4. I'm left with 9. So that gives me 9a plus 3 on the right hand side. Okay. So when I did all these things directly, it saved me some time. Okay. So wherever it is possible for you guys also should attempt doing certain steps directly. Not all the steps, but a little bit. Okay. We teachers can do lot of steps directly because we have the practice. Since you don't have the practice, don't attempt so many steps or or maybe bigger steps directly. Okay, to do it directly. Anyway, so coming back, 9a. So again, my job is to take all the a's together. So I have 9a over here. I take 2a from the other side. It becomes minus 2a on this side. And I take this 3 to the other side. It becomes minus 3 on this side. Minus, actually, it's plus. My bad. 26. That gives me 23 on this side. Wait, I did a silly mistake. Just a minute. I did a silly mistake. Yep. So 9 into a is 9a. 9 into 3 is 27.
Yes, sir.
Sir, less than 1 minute is left.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I take 9a minus 2a on this side. So 27, when I take this side, it becomes 20 plus 27 plus 26. That gives me 53. Wait, something is missing, I believe. Alright, this is plus. My bad. So that gives me minus over here.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Then it's minus 1 is equal to 7a. That gives me 7 is equal to minus 1 by 7. Sorry, a is equal to minus 1 by 7. Option A will be your correct answer. Hmm? So since our time is up, let's join the meeting again. Okay.